तमोभावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। ॐ समस्त जनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे हरि ओम. So welcome to this 83rd episode of Vedanta Shravana Sadhana Yagna. Unlike yesterday, for some reason I am not able to see my own image on the screen, but I understand the screening is getting streamed because I deleted one short video, and I saw that on the screen it is there, but I am not able to see myself here. So it's only a dark screen in front of me. Let me see how this goes. This verse is verse number is 167. Swami Vidyaranya says, Ma vinasyatvayam bhogo vardhatam uttarottaram ma vignaha pratibadnantu dhanyosmyasmaditi brahmaha. So how do people, what notions are entertained by the ignorant person which is causing addictions or which is causing our attachment to something in this world? The person thinks, Ma vinashyantu, let it not end what I am, this bhogaha, this enjoyment, let it not end. Vardhatam uttarottaram, may it go on, keep increasing. Na vignaha, no obstacles, let no obstacles come to this. Pratibadhanantu, let no obstacles block this enjoyment that I am going through. Dhanyaha asmi, I am indeed blessed because of this. This is a kind of delusion that that person has. May this enjoyment not end. May it keep on increasing day by day. Let no obstacle stop or block it. I am blessed because of this. Such is the nature of the delusion of the person. So in the Shiva Aparadha Kshamapana Stotram, Ayurnashyati Pashyatam Pratidinam Yatikshayam Yauvanam Pratyayanti Gata Punarna Divasaha Kalo Jagat Bhakshakaha Lakshmi Stoya Taranga Bhanga Chapala Vidyuchalam Jeevitam. So this is Ayur Nashyati. All the senses are getting denuded. The powers of the senses are getting denuded. Kalo Jagat Bhakshakaha. This world, this time is the one that eats us. Jagat Bhakshakaha. So the person is thinking, may the pleasures, powers, fame and wealth that I have never come to an end. May they keep growing. May there be no obstacles in the fulfillment of my desires, because all this is blessing me. I am very happy because all this is there. It is like saying, I don't know from where they are coming. Let them keep coming. Let me be deluded about what is the source of all these blessings. May I never know. May I always be in ignorance. May I just keep enjoying everything. So I am blessed because of it means myself plus wealth, which is equal to power, pleasure, is equal to fulfillment or completeness. Without them, naturally I feel incomplete, depressed, frustrated, or a failure. The difference between a child and a grown up is often only the price of their toys. One plays with a toy car. This is Puja Guruji's joke. One plays with a toy car. The grown up one plays with a Toyota car. So we are either pushing toy cars around and playing, making the sound of horn and moving around the room, or we are zipping past in a real car. That is the only difference between childhood and the life of an adult. When it comes to placing our placing our belief in objects of enjoyment, there is no difference. So, what will get us out of these addictions and anxieties? The addictions, everything we do in our life is only for two things. One is, may I be happy. The other is, may I not have sorrows. Paramananda praptihi, may I be happy. May I always be happy. May I not have anything sorrowful. Atyanta dukkha nivrittihi. May all my sorrows go away. So when will, because of that only we enjoy things, we read books, we do many things in the world, we strive only for these two things. So when will we get out of this delusion of being attached to something to experience joy and remove sorrow from our life? Yada bhavi na tad bhavi bhavi chenna tadanyata iti chinta avignoyam bodho brahmanivartakaha. So how do I get out of this delusion that, whatever I am, how do I get out of this delusion that whatever, may I always be happy, may I not experience sorrow? By thinking, yad abhavi na tad bhavi, bhavi chenna tad anyatha. So whatever is going to happen in the future, na tad, whatever is not going to happen, that will not happen at all. Bhavi chet na tad anyatha. Whatever is not supposed to happen, whatever is not meant to happen, will not happen. Iti chinta avignaha ayam. This is the chinta. This is the iti chinta vignaha. This is the destroyer of the poison of worry in my life. I am this bodhaha, this knowledge, Brahma Nivartaka. This knowledge will remove this delusion. What is the knowledge that will remove delusion? Whatever is bound to happen is going to happen. Whatever is not bound to happen will not happen. So this is the thing that removes our delusion. The poison of anxiety is what will happen in future. There is a proverb in Hindi, चिंता चिता के समान है, चिता जलाए एक बार, चिंता जलाए बारंबार. चिंता चिता समान है. Chinta or worry is equal to this chitta or the funeral pyre. But what is the difference? Funeral pyre is better because it burns only once and it burns to ashes completely. Worry keeps burning us again and again. What is the antidote for this? The thought, what will happen? It should not happen. Should be counteracted with a strong conviction that whatever will happen, will happen. Whatever will not, will not. Whatever my prarabdha or whatever I have already done, the actions that have been set into motion will give their results. Whatever I may do or whatever I may think or whatever I may try to remove or whatever action I may take, I am going to experience that, and better go through that without any complaints, without any without any reactions. The 169th verse, Samepi bhoge vyasanam Branto gachenna buddhavan Ashakyarthasya sankalpat Brantasya vyasanam bahu. Same api bhoge vyasanam Brantaha gachenna buddhavan. Even if the bhoga or the kind of experience is the same for all, for the wise person or the otherwise person, the experience of joy and sorrow is the same, but Brantaha Gachenna Buddhavan, the one who knows the truth, the one who knows the self, is not deluded. Why? Ashakyarthasya Sankalpat. Because Ashakyarthasya Sankalpat. The Bhranta, the one who is deluded, is having a lot of imagination about what all is improbable. Just sitting and relaxing in the chair. May I become the Prime Minister of this country? Without any wherewithal for that, without any work for that, just imagining and dreaming that the person is going to become the Prime Minister. Ashakyarthasya sankalpat Bhrantasya vyasanam bahu. Because of the unwanted sankalpas which are not going to bear fruit, the one who is a Bhranta, the one who is deluded, is having a lot of difficulties in life. The wise person does not have such difficulties. He is going to do only what he is meant to do, and what he is able to do, he will do. Otherwise, he will just relax. Only the person who is going on imagining many things is having a lot of difficulty in life. The next verse, Maya mayatvam bhogasya buddhvastham upasamharan bhunjano pina sankalpam kurute vyasanam kutaham. The previous verse is being reiterated in this next verse. Maya mayatvam bhogasya buddhva astham upasamharan. The individual, the wise person, knows that the bhoga or the sense pleasures that they experience is maya, meaning it will be there now, it will not be there after some time. So he just, when it comes, he goes through it. When it is not there, he is not fretting for it. Upasamharan means he withdraws his sense organs and he remains still. Bunjanaha api na sankalpam kurute. Even as he is enjoying or suffering, he is not creating any sankalpa or thought in his mind to have more of something or have less of something. Vyasanam kutaha. So such a person, where is he going to have any kind of a vyasanam? He is not going to have any worries or an experience of sorrow because of this. So what is astham upasamharan means? We put our energy, we put our prana shakti, we put our thoughts on objects, people, circumstances, situations, on time, on events, in space. In many things, we put our energy thinking they are real. And because of that, we are not able to control our emotions because we believe it is real. When we watch the movie, we are not really affected by the movie because we don't believe it is real. Unfortunately, when we are watching everything in life in front of us, since we believe it is real, we are going through a lot of suffering. So, the person who is very wise, who knows what is the self, does not invest much time and energy after them, and he does not wish to repeat the little enjoyment they give him. how can he then form a habit or get addicted to them or suffer due to them? How does the wise man see the world then? 171. Swapnendra sadrisham achintya rachanatmakam drishtanashtam jagat pashyan katham tatranurajyati swapnam indrajala sadrisham achintyam rachanatmakam. The wise man is able to look at this world as a dream, swapnam, indrajala sadrisham, like a magician's show, achintya rachanatmakam. This whole world is brought out unbelievably, unimaginably beautiful presentation is this world. Just imagine, in one blink of our eye, so many things happen in this universe in that half a blink. So many things means so many stars explode, so many stars get dissolved in a blink's time. The sun's light is covering the earth in just a blink. So many things are happening. Swapna indrajala sadrisham achintya rachanatmakam. We are not able to comprehend the rachana or the construction of this world. Drishta nashtam. It is very momentary. This the person who is very wise knows that whatever he is seeing just now, seen, next moment, gone. It is only momentary. This world, Jagat Pashyan. Katham Tatra Anuranjyati. How can that person be attached? He is also aware that the world that he is seeing is the world that he is seeing in him. In him means in his thoughts, in his understanding, in his feelings, in his emotions, and in his comprehension only whatever is the world. For everybody, the world is the same, but everybody's experience of the world is the actual world that they are experiencing. It is very different. The actual world that you experience and I experience. So, very interestingly, maybe because of this only, YouTube is presenting this current problem for me. What is this problem? Is I cannot see my face. I cannot see my face. But because I cannot see my face, I am talking to a black screen. And I thought nothing is being recorded, the video is not coming. And then when I wanted to see that video and delete it, I discovered that the video has come very well in the recording. And because I cannot see myself, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just talking into a black hole. I switched on my mobile phone, put it in silence mode to see whether the video is working. And so that is there. The world for you is you can see a very bright world behind me in the screen that you see. But for me, unfortunately, even though I'm talking out of the bright world, I am only seeing a black screen. So Ishvara or Bhagavan throws many such situations right on our face so that we can understand our Vedanta better and better. This telephone which I've switched it on is only to know that whether I'm making the right expressions, because there is no feedback I'm getting from the screen. So I should know that I'm making the right expressions. And that too from the phone, it is coming in a delayed, because of the delayed receptivity of the other equipment. Whatever expressions I show right now, I am able to see it only after some time. Anyway, I hope this mystery puzzle is solved. I hope I have learned my lesson that Ishvara makes the screen happen for me on my computer. So the dreamlike nature of the world is further reflected upon in the next two verses. Swaswapnam aparokshena drishtva pashyan swajagaram chintayed apramattas san anubha ubhau anudinam muhu chirantayo sarvasamyam Anusandhaya jagare satyatva buddhim samtyajya nanuranjati purvavat. Swaswapnam, one's dream, aparokshena, I know my dream by myself. Drishtva, having seen, swajagaram, in one's waking state, chintayet, one person should think, apramattaha son, being very alert, ubau, anudinam, muhuhu. I am seeing my dream. When I go to sleep, in the rapid eye movement, I see the dream, and then when I wake up, I see this world. In the dream, I did not know it is a dream, but when I woke up, I realized it is a dream. When I go into the dream, I may not know, but the waking state world is not there in my dream. So I am seeing the dream, I am seeing the waking world. We should just understand that both are the same. What are the same? The dream is the same as the waking world. The waking world is same as the dream. It is very, very difficult. This is a point that is very difficult to understand. In the dream, if the dream keeps changing, the waking world remains the same for me as well as for many others. But even if we really analyze, everybody doesn't see the world the way we see. Everybody doesn't have the same vision of the world. We are seeing the world from one point of view in one room. In the same room, somebody else has the world view only from a different point of view, not even the same point of view. So it is not the same, even if they are happening to be in the same room. Like, it is not the same for you. The world vision is not the same for you right now watching this YouTube video, and it is not the same for me. For me, there is a black screen, and for you, there is a colorful screen. So, in the same way, the dream and the world are the same. Yesterday, for me, the screen was very colorful. So maybe that is like a dream. Now the screen is empty and black. This is the waking world. Right now it is happening. But what I saw yesterday and what I am seeing today, the same person only has been seen. There is no difference. Chiram tayoho. For long, between the two, sarva samyam. We should understand that for a long period, the dream as well as the waking state, everything is the same. Anusandhaya, contemplating this, jagare in the waking state, satyatva buddhim, the notion of reality, santyajya. We give up the notion of reality in the dream. But even then, in the dream, we don't give the notion of reality. We say, when we are in the dream, we are experiencing the dream as real. But when we wake up, we are giving up the notion of reality in the dream. In the same way, in this Jagrad Avastha, in this waking state, we are experiencing this reality and we think it is real, and Microsoft Web is using webcam. Is it something to do with that? Maybe. I do not know. Sometimes it happens earlier. Google or something else is using the webcam, then I will not be able to see my screen. Live streaming. Okay, let me go to this. Let me not think about this. I think I'm achieving Atma Sakshatkara. I cannot see my face outside. At least all this time, even if there are no viewers, I was having the joy of seeing my face at least as a reference and talking. Now, when that is also not there, it is very disorienting to speak. So I think I can give up this YouTube channel and begin to sit in meditation. So it is as good as meditating when you are not, when you're talking, but you can't see yourself also, or you don't have anybody else giving a feedback about how it is live directly. People who listen to it later may give a feedback, but it may not help me so much. So chiram tayoho sarva samyam anusandhaya jagare satyatva buddhim santyajya na anurajyati. Purvavat. So the person, he contemplates for long on the similarity between the dream state and the waking state, and then he gives up the notion of reality in the waking state. One does not get attached to the waking state as before. The 174th verse. Indrajalamidam dvaitam achintya achintya rachanatvatah ityavismarato hanihi kava prarabdha bhogatah. Indrajalamidam dvaitam. This world is magical in its nature. Indrajalam is a magic show. Idam Dvaitam, this world of duality. Achintya Rachanatvatah, being of incomprehensible, inexplicable nature. This world is incomprehensible, it is inexplicable. Rachanatvatah, it has been brought together, put together. Iti avismarataha, the person who never forgets this. Hanihi kava prarabdha bhogataha, if he goes through his prarabdha, what is the problem? If he knows that this whole world, the nature of this world is incomprehensible, and the wise man who never forgets this, he will not undergo his prarabdha with a lot of difficulties. There will be no harm, there will be no difficulty in his experience also, in his experience of prarabdha. Nirbandhas tattva vidyaya indrajalat tvasamsmritau. I think prarabdhasyagraho bhoge jivasya sukha dukkhayoh. Nirbandha tattva vidyaya indrajalatva samsmritau. In remembering the unreal nature, tattva vidyayaha, the knowledge of the truth, emphasis of the knowledge of the truth is there, of the prarabdha, agraha, the emphasis of the prarabdha, the emphasis of the knowledge of the truth. I know that I am the self and nothing else but the self. Everything else is only a present time illusory experience. Indrajala tva samsmritau. I am remembering that this is an Indrajala or a magician's web. Prarabdhasya agraha bhoge. While experiencing something, I am fully aware that it is because of the force of prarabdha, or what I already began. Well begun is half done. Well begun is half done. The remaining half is coming to us from the force of the prarabdha of what we began well. We understand that bhoge jivasya sukha dukkhayoho, there is going to be no hold of joys and sorrows in the experience of the individual. The role of the drama is to present the story scene by scene in a dramatic way. The knowledge that it is a drama helps us to view it as an entertainment medium and not to give it more importance or reality than it deserves. So we know that whatever is happening in the world, whether we are experiencing joy or whether we are experiencing sorrow, it is only an entertainment. Even when we watch a movie, we experience joy or sorrow. And so we are not really excited about the joys and worried about the sorrows. We don't go and do some programs to alleviate the misery of the actors of the movie or the problems in the movie. We don't start any work. We don't start doing anything. In the same way, we go through this whole world of experience of joys and sorrows, knowing that I am the self and everything that I see is only illusory in nature. Is self-knowledge and prarabdha karma opposed to each other? विद्यारब्धे विरुध्येते न भिन्न विषयत्वतः जानद्भिरप्यैन्द्रजाल विनोदो दृश्यते खलु विद्या आरब्धे self knowledge and prarabdha karma. Vidya is the thought, the understanding that I am the self. Arabdha is prarabdha. Are they contradictory to each other? Virudhyete, opposed. Na bhinna vishayatvatah, because their objects or what they point out are two different things. Janat bihi, by the knowers of the truth, even aindrajala vinodaha, amusement of a magical performance, drishyate khalu. For example, action can create. Prarabdha is action. It can create, it can modify, it can destroy something. For example, a pot. By action, we can create a pot, we can change a pot, we can destroy a pot. Action can create objects, situations, joys and sorrows through the enjoyment of the objects and situations. The means of knowledge, meaning the eyes, or any other sense organ, they do not bring about any change in the object or its property. Prarabdha is creating that object, the pot. The means of knowledge or the eyes is only showing the pot. It is not making the pot or breaking the pot, or it is not changing the pot. It is not doing all that. It can neither create the pot nor destroy it. Its role is in giving knowledge of the object. Example, I see the pot and gives the knowledge that this is the pot. Neither the seeing nor knowing brings about any change in the pot, but it helps us to use it rightly. The sense organ of touch gives us a knowledge that fire is hot. The touch doesn't make the fire cool, but it only gives us the sense to remove our hand and not touch that object. In the same way, the knowledge that I am the self and not the body and the world is unreal does not destroy or change either the body or the world. It's very interesting, this thought. It is similar to our knowledge of the sky. We know, as children, we believe that the sky is blue in color. Even now, we believe that. Many of us may be believing. But when a person goes high above, even through science, we learn that sky has got no color. But when a person goes to the clouds, also in a flight, he will see the same color of the sky. Even though he has gone 10,000 feet above, he will see the same color that he saw the sky around when he was on earth. The sky is not blue in color. The blue color has gone much higher. So actually we know that through science there is no blue color at all. But because we know there is no blue color, does the sky cease to appear blue in color to us? Does the sky cease to appear blue in color to the scientist? The scientist can even know this. He can even write a poetry about the blue color that was not, and then how it turned pink, and how it turned purple, and how it was pitch black, and then it again became blue, when actually there is no color there. So the sky does not cease to appear blue just because we know that the sky is not blue in color. The mirage in the desert does not cease to appear like wavy water just because we know that it is a hot desert, the water is evaporating, the sunlight is reflected in the water particles, and because of that it looks like water is bouncing like a lake on the desert. Just because we know this, does the mirage cease to appear for us? No. So in the same way, For the wise man, he knows that the world is an illusion, yet the world does not cease to appear to him in that manner. It does not cease to, it does not move away, it does not get destroyed. The vision of the world does not get destroyed just because he knows that it is an illusion. So the trick is here only. It is not enough to know that it is an illusion. It is very important that we have to live in that understanding constantly. Otherwise, we will forget that it is an illusion and start interacting with the world of names and forms and give importance to the situation, circumstances, and engage in action and breed results for us of the action. Jagat Satyatwamapadya Prarabdham Bhojayedyadi Tada Virodhi Vidyaya Bhogamatranna Satyata. Jagat Satyatvam. This world is real. Apadya, having established. Prarabdham, fructifying karma. Bhojayeta. Prarabdham gives us, our actions give us results. Yadi, in case, then virodhihi, if it does that way. If prarabdha gives us results of action by making us believe, the prarabdha is not doing anything. Karma kim param karma tad jadam, says Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi. Prarabdha is karma. Karma is jadam. Jadam means it is inert. So it is not giving us any information. It is just doing its work. Jagat Satyatvam, if that apadya, if that prarabdha which is giving results is also establishing that this world is real, tada virodhihi vidyayaha, then that prarabdha will be opposed to self-knowledge. Self-knowledge, or I am that Brahman, I am the truth, establishes that I am the truth, and this world of names, forms, emotions, thoughts that we experience is an illusion. So the prarabdha is just giving us that experience, like the eye is giving us the knowledge of the pot. The eye is not creating the reality of the pot. The eye is not saying that the pot is real, but the eye is just giving us the pot thought. In the same way, prarabdha is just giving us the experience of the world, and it is not establishing the reality of the world. It does not have that power. Its power stops with giving us the experience. It is just a reverse process from the world back into us. Whatever prarabdha we have is just coming back to us. And it is not showing anything about the self. It is not talking anything about the self or of the reality of the world. Bhoga matrat. So only bhoga, prarabdha only gives us experience and nothing more. It does not give us knowledge. It gives us experience. Na satyata. It does not establish reality. It does not say that this object that you see in front is real. It is not saying that. It is just presenting it before you because you have that you have the karma in the past to be seeing this object in the present moment. So prarabdha is just moment to moment. It is showing the film of this universe in front of us. Every moment the scene is actually changing. Either the cells in our body is changing, the air, the emotions and thoughts are changing inside, that makes us experience a different scene, or physically itself the scene keeps changing when we move from one place to another, or the great scenes keep changing from day to night. Constantly there is change all around. There is change without, there is change within. So prarabdha has got nothing to do with all that. It is just like a machine that is giving back its output and giving it in our direction. It is like a postman coming and delivering the mail. Moment to moment, one new mail is being delivered to us. and it is not doing anything. It is not bothered about whether we know or whether we suffer or whether we enjoy or whether we realize the truth. It is not concerned about that this world is a delusion. All those things is not in the purview of prarabdha. The role of the prarabdha is to give us an experience of objects in terms of joy and sorrow. It does not and cannot prove or disprove the reality of the world. So we will see the remaining verses tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think early in the morning, I may start the streaming. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaham, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet, Om Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya, Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Boliye Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Har Namah Parvati Pataye. Hara Hara Mahadeva. Hari Om.